Hey y'all, today we're going to be making Rice Krispie treats in our slow cooker to show you another easy way to make them. And we're going to make them all while having a whole lot of fun. And it's going to be done in a snap, crackle, pop. Hi and welcome back to another edition of Cooking Chris's Dishes with the good old boy. That's me, where we're cooking up dishes straight from recipesthatcrock.com. Anybody got their aprons yet? Because I'll clean that up later. And today we're going to be making a simple Rice Krispie treats in the slow cooker. Now first off, we have to give the legal disclaimer that recipesthatcrock.com and Cooking Chris's Dishes have not been sponsored by Kellogg's or Rice Krispies or Rice Krispies Treats or Snap, Crackle, or Pop. But this is what we're going to use. Because that's what everybody uses. You buy Rice Krispies to make Rice Krispies Treats. Actually, is it Rice Krispies Treats or Rice Krispie Treats?
Rice Krispie Treats.
It's Rice Krispie Treats, even though it's Rice Krispies. See, we're not making Rice Krispies Treats. We're making Rice Krispie Treats.
Oh my word.
We'll just do that.
You're just making it. There's a logo on the back too.
Oh, crap. Here, let's get rid of this. We'll put this right there. What you're going to need are the following simple ingredients. 6 cups of crisped rice. 1 bag. This is 10 ounces, which I think is supposed to be like 4.5 cups or something. I don't know. On the blog it says like 4.5 cups. Use a bag of itty bitty baby marshmallows. And some butter. How much butter? A half a stick goes into a warmed up melting slow cooker. The slow cooker itself is not melting, but it's melting the butter inside. And then I've also got another half stick of butter. You're not going to use the whole thing, but I'll show you what I'm going to do here in a minute because you're going to need another pan to pour your stuff out in. Now, we tried this a couple different ways. We failed this many different ways. What we're going to do today is we're going to use a ceramic slow cooker. This is a 6-quart, I believe, slow cooker. And we're going to make it in here, transfer it into here, and I'll butter this dish to make that happen. We've talked about possibly that if you have a Ninja, if you've got a non-stick, you can actually make your Rice Krispie Treats in it, your crisp rice treats, sorry, Snap, Crackle, and Pop, and put it in your slow cooker and leave it there and serve it out of there. You could possibly do that. We're going to show you the way that we do it, where we're going to take it from one slow cooker and put it into a dish.
A couple things,
yes,
really quickly. One, it's really important not to melt your butter in the microwave and pour it in there. It's very important for this whole thing will go quicker if you melt your butter in the slow cooker. Number 2, do not use the casserole crock for this recipe.
Don't do it. Do not do it.
You will make concrete.
You will.
You could do the melting part like what we're doing, but it's not going to melt as fast because the heat doesn't work the same way.
Right.
So, use a 6-quart or use your Ninja to do it. If you're doing your Ninja, you can leave, once it's done with the melting part, you can remove it from the heat and let it set on the counter with a heat pad, of course.
Yes.
Or
granite countertops.
And you can make it in the Ninja, but we're recommending the ceramic crock pot with this separate dish.
Yep. And you do it just like this. You got your butter. It's melted, as you see. Crock-pot's hot. Don't put your hand in it. You will burn yourself. I've learned. Take your bag
Today even.
marshmallows and get all in there. And then, of course, you got to take one and you go, Aki, you want a treat? He loves marshmallows. There you go. He'll chew on that for an hour. And then I'm going to grab a spoon and I just want to make sure that all my marshmallows get coated with all of the melted butter. And this slow cooker is warm, so it will not take long. As you can see, it's already starting to melt on the sides. And how long do you think it'll take for this to melt down,
You need
babe?
to put the lid back on, and it'll take 5 minutes before you need to stir it again. And then after you stir it again, it'll take about 2 minutes before it's ready to add the Rice Krispies. The key here is, again, if you melt your butter in the slow cooker, you're going to know that it's hot enough to begin adding the marshmallows because you need it fully heated up for this to work quickly. Otherwise, you're going to be going,
why isn't this stuff working?
Why did I choose to do this in the slow cooker?
Yep.
So, this is really handy when making it with kids, so you don't have them over a stovetop and stirring and all that kind of stuff. You can kind of just set it and set a timer and set a timer.
Oh! Hey Google, set a timer for 5 minutes.
Sure, 5 minutes. And here we go.
Like I said, it's really handy when working with kids.
You see what she did there?
So that way it kind of like takes care of itself. You can run and go do some other things in the house and come back to it. So that way you're not, you don't have the stove going and don't have to stay and babysit it on the stove. So.
Alright, so we'll be back as soon as she tells us that it's been 5 minutes. But for you, it's going to happen just like this. And just like that, it should be ready to stir. Let's give her a look. Oh yeah. In fact, we need to be careful with that because there's starting to caramelize. That slow cooker we have is hot.
Well,
should I turn that down to a low?
No, it's fine. Do you even need to wait another 2 minutes? Or
there's still some marshmallows that were sitting on top that could go for probably just a couple more minutes. So I'm going to stir that up. Well, I don't know. Maybe?
I don't think you do. It's okay if
Yeah.
it's just a little. I would then use some mitts, and if it's hot like that, like it's getting too hot on you, I would use some mitts and take it out of the pot to.
Don't you think that's hilarious that she had to tell me to use mitts to do it like I was just going to reach in and grab it because I was?
Yes.
So I shall grab. There's a mitt. And there's a mitt.
Now, if you don't have granite countertops, you're going to want to put like a pot holder down or.
Yes, don't take your countertops for granite. We'll take that out. I'll remove the slow cooker because we are now done with it.
Yes.
And it's hot too. Ooh, ah.
Michael.
We'll take this back over here. And now it is time to introduce the crisp rice to the marshmallows.
Now, while you're stirring that, Mikey,
Yes!
why on earth would... Oh my gosh.
You didn't tell me to use mitts. Yes, Chris!
Why would you make this in a slow cooker when you could make it on the stovetop or in the microwave? I get this question all the time. What are some reasons? Well, we talked about working with children.
Yup. So you're not cooking over a hot stove with burners and the kids are reaching up on the stove going, Mommy, Mommy, Daddy, Daddy, what are you doing?
Yeah. Because you did that as a child.
I still do it today.
Also, it won't heat up your kitchen this summer.
And it's going to be hot this summer.
Yep. Also, if you are a college student,
you don't have a stove. A lot of times, college kids don't have it, but maybe they have a slow cooker in their room. And college kids love Rice Krispie treats. I know because I was a college kid, and I love Rice Krispie treats.
Or you're on vacation, and Rice Krispie treats are...
Oh, shh.
Oh,
listen.
sorry.
Listen.
Oh, are we snap, crackling, popping?
We were, but it quit. I didn't know. Maybe
and so, when you're on vacation, making a big old batch of Rice Krispie treats is an easy way to have an on-the-go snack that's relatively inexpensive to make.
I'm so glad I could answer your questions, Chris. So now all I want to do, I don't know if you can hear them, they're whispering. But you just want to mix everything up until all the marshmallows coat all of the rice. And even though they're not sponsoring the show, they sure are singing to me down in there. Thank you, Snap, Crackle, and Pop. Can I legally say that?
I guess. I mean, I don't think they're going to be unhappy with the fact that we're using your product.
Yeah, because it's really good. Looking for sponsors, looking for sponsors. So now we've got pretty much everything all coated and mixed together, and now it's all over my mitt. It's better than being all over my fingers because it's super hot. And now I'm going to let that sit for a minute. Or as we say in the cooking industry, we're going to let that rest. That my arms are getting tired.
It's not needing really to rest, it's just that we don't have our dish buttered yet.
Yep. So now I'm going to get this out of the way. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this other half stick of butter that I have in a paper towel.
And you shouldn't,
real complex here.
You shouldn't need...
No, you don't need that much. You just need enough to grease the bottom and the sides of the pan.
so it don't stick like it did in the casserole.
Yeah, because oh my gosh, did it stick in the casserole crock. Almost had to use power tools to get that out. I'm just going to go along the side.
It tastes yummy if you could get it out.
Well, yeah, my drill tasted great later. And that is all you need. Just a little bit of butter in there. Get some on my hands. And then now what I want to do... Mitt. Take a mitt. I'll bring it the big mitt. There. And we'll see how well I can transfer this without spilling it.
We got a hot mess going on behind you with all other crock pots cooking.
Yeah. We got dinner going. Get mad at the mitt. You see? I can learn! I'm just going to set this right on top.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, we'll do it like that.
Oh my. There you go.
It's getting hot on my belly.
I'm beginning to, it just occurred to me, this would have probably been a really great recipe to have used those silicone liners.
Sure would have.
I would not let that pot sit for very long.
No, because that is sugar. And sugar, when it gets hot and it melts, it sticks. It's already starting to stick now.
Yeah.
It's about as good as I can get. Oh,
okay.
right there, a little bit.
Okay.
There we go. We'll set that back down. In fact, we'll get it on this side so y'all can see what I'm doing. No longer need a mitt. And all I want to do, I'll zoom in just a hair, is press this down.
Yeah.
And you can see the butter slides.
It's just like your spoon isn't going to help you.
No, the spoon's not going to help. So first thing I'm going to do, I've already washed my hands, but there's people out there going to say he didn't wash his hands. So watch this! All of the towels are in the laundry, so I got to use some paper towels.
You want to butter your hands.
I'm going to butter myself up. Just a little bit here, a little bit here. You know, this is great for somebody who's clumsy to have even more butter fingers, but get the stuff off the spoon first. And then all you want to do is just kind of press it out.
Just like you do regular.
Yep.
Now it's just like a regular. It's just you used your crock pot to melt everything up in a convenient way.
Just like that. And because you buttered the pan, or the dish, it shouldn't stick. And let that sit and let it cool. I should have buttered my fingers better.
And then you can just cut it into pieces and keep an airtight container.
Yep, and there you have sticky fingers.
Stop messing with it.
And Rice Krispie treats.
It's okay.
Voila! And just so you know, it tastes delicious. Oh.
What?
That was just a bunch of butter.
Oh, I was going to say.
That's actually pretty good.
Soap in your mouth, too.
Simple. It's fun for the kids to make. If you want to, you could put little decorative marshmallows or candies on top, maybe some M&Ms. Not that M&Ms is sponsoring this either, but you could put M&Ms there. Ooh.
Like
Reese's Pieces.
You could do for holidays and stuff. So, Lou originally made this around Easter time, and so she put little chocolate eggs on top. Or you can just eat it normal.
Just eat it normal like we're going to do.
Yeah. Or actually, you're going to take it to work.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Yeah, I'm going to surprise my coworkers today and take the Rice Krispie treats in because I love my coworkers and I like cooking for them. So, y'all, if you're watching this, get ready. I got some dessert. But again, we want to thank you for watching another edition of Cooking Chris's Dishes with the Good Old Boy. If you like what you saw, down below is a little button that says subscribe. We invite you to be a member of our Crock Posse. Also, if you would, give us a like on this video. Put a comment down there. How would you top this? Would you put a little maybe chocolate drizzle on top? Would you put some candy on top? Or are you one of those that's just a traditionalist? You like your Rice Krispie treats just the way they are in little bitty squares. Or in my case, great big squares. We want to thank you again for watching, because if y'all keep watching, we'll keep cooking, and all will be well. Bye. And all will be well. All will be well.
Lose your glasses.
Come on!
No! Tantrums by Putty. Of cooking Chris's dishes with. I just spit all over everything. Oh, that's what. glad you're taking those.
Someone will say something about that in the comments. Well, he's spitting all over the food. Hey Google, tell me about my day.
Hey, Stud Muffin. I hope your afternoon is off to a good start.